Well, hi folks. Usually I give a garden update every year to show people what we're doing here as far as growing our own food goes. I hadn't done that yet this year because it was such a miserable start to getting a garden in this year. After March and April looking very promising to get an early start, we hit May and it started to rain in May and rained through all May and into the first week or so of June. So this garden, as you know, is heavy clay soil, so it was all mud, so I couldn't even get in really to till. And I tried to plant some things too early and I lost some because it was still too wet and we had a few other storms along the way. The weather has been great the last number of weeks, though. We just had a thunderstorm go through here and we got about 1/3 of an inch of rain, which was needed. It was starting to get dry, but I wanted to show you what we did get in and how it's going. Again, it's going to be late this year because it's was such a late start. I've never had a summer gardening that it was this late. It was well into June till I got this stuff in the ground. Not by choice, but I tried to get some of the tomato plants in early and I had a number of them drowned on me because the far end there in the garden is wetter, and we had, there was one day we had a storm that came through, gave us over 2 inches of rain, and so you just had standing water for a while, and so I lost some of the crops that way. But it's growing well now. Let me just show you what we've got going on here. What you see here is 12, 12, and 12 sweet pepper plants, broccoli, and then in the distance cabbage. I lost a number of the cabbage plants over the course of the spring because of the last few weeks because of the wet, but the rest are doing okay. These plants actually came from the Veggie Boys, Oaks Farm Market. If you've ever seen their videos, they sell plants, they don't just grow plants in their greenhouses to plant themselves, they also sell to the public. So my regular source that I usually get stuff from was pretty well picked over this year. They would usually have a Mother's Day sale where I'd go up and get all kinds of seedlings really cheap, but this year all I could get there was a couple varieties of tomato plants and some cucumbers, and that was it. And even some of the cucumbers drowned on me too when I tried to get them in the ground. So I ended up going up to the Veggie Boys near the end of May, and I still couldn't plant them. I babied these seedlings for probably 2 weeks till I got them in the ground. But they're doing well now. I've gone through the garden at least twice with Miracle-Gro to try to push them along a bit, and it seems to be working. So I just wanted to show you these. Now here, where I usually do the tomatoes, as you've seen in the past, I'm starting to trellis them. They are growing well now. I still have to get the newspaper and the straw down around them. I didn't get that done because, again, it was so wet you really couldn't do much. I barely could get the holes dug to put the plants in. But I'm hoping that I can catch up with that. They are growing well, the ones that survived. I've got, I forget how many here. Is it 8 or 10? Let's see, it's Burpee's Big Boy variety here. I do like those, and those I got from my usual place. And then I got a few other tomatoes over here, large ones. These are Goliath and I think Super Steak, I can't remember. I had got 12 from Veggie Boys too, but some of them were in the far end and they died, but what's here is growing okay. I also have 6 Rutgers here on this side of the trellis. Those came from my usual place. And then on the other side of the trellis, had 6, I think one didn't make it. You can see they're starting to come out now. I'm getting grape tomatoes. I've got 5 or 6 grape tomatoes, and they are climbing up through the trellis. I like that this year, that I don't have to do much tying, or as much tying as usual, at least I hope. I want them to train to grow up through the trellis to support the weight rather than just the weight of the string holding them up like this, but we'll see how they do. I also have here a volunteer came up. This is underneath there is the old pile of chicken manure, and I didn't plant it, but it came up and it's growing like crazy. As you can see, it does have some tomatoes growing on it. I'm not sure what the variety is yet. I'll see when they get a little bigger, but it's great. But I've also got a lot of blossoms going on here, so my tomato crop will probably be pretty good. As you can see, there are some smaller green tomatoes starting on there on these, but they've got a way to go yet. Then, and I still have more hoeing to do here. I spent a lot of time yesterday hoeing. Today I wasn't out in the garden because it was mid-90s with a heat index of 104, so I thought that's crazy. I'm not going to come out and do anything when that's going on. I did plant a couple short rows here of wax beans, yellow beans. Again, this is a later planting. This wasn't my earlier one. These are bush beans. They're not trellised for pole, like the pole beans I have over there. And then also here, again, it's very late. I planted 2 rows of, this is nectar sweet corn, the quad sweet stuff. We'll see how it grows. Again, it's very late to be this small, but maybe we'll get something out of it. We'll see. And then let me take you over here. There are some other little plants down in here I got to pull the weeds out of, some peppers, and my wife gave me some from a friend to plant, so I just stuck them in wherever I had room. I've got some yellow squash and zucchini in these plants. I didn't plant as much of that. I only did the 1 garden this year rather than the 2. And I can't remember what that is, if that's a squash or zucchini. But if you look out through there, you can see how well, for whatever reason, the broccoli really looks good. Now, there are no heads on it yet, which I hope that doesn't mean it's going to bolt right to seed when it does start to produce heads, because I've had that problem in the past when broccoli isn't really a hot weather crop, but I couldn't get it in the ground as early as I wanted to this year because of the weather. But the plants are looking good. The peppers are growing well. They're starting with blossoms, so I should do okay there. Dog's chasing groundhogs again, I guess. The cabbage hasn't put any heads on yet, but the leaves look good and it is growing. And then, excuse me, over along here, in the midst of the grass growing up, are my pole beans. These are Blue Lake pole beans. You can see the tendrils are reaching up to the... Oh, we got thunderstorm coming. Sounds like another one. You can see the tendrils reaching up to the lattice, and they're going to grow up in there like they've done the last few years. On both sides, I have them on both sides of the fence here, and so I'm hoping that within maybe 3-4 weeks I'll have a good harvest of green beans. I do like the pole beans because you're not having to bend over so much to try to pick them. It's almost at like eye level. You can just grab them here, and I've had them grow up well above the trellis here. This trellis is up maybe about 5.5 feet at the top, so it's a good size. And then also here, I tried an experiment this year. We'll see how it works with the cucumbers. Instead of just planting them in the ground and then having to constantly keep them weeded and pull out the cucumbers hiding in the grass and stuff like that, I thought if I could get them trained to climb up the trellis too, not only that, they'd get better air, they'd probably be healthier plants, they wouldn't have as much of a chance for the mildew and the mold that you see on them, the blight that you get on them. This side is pickling, and some of these bigger plants are the ones that I did get from my usual source, so they've been in the ground for a while. But then I did a replant because some of them died, so this is a second planting. These were just from seed, burpee seed. And as you can see that they are coming up pretty good. I just have to get the rest of the junk out of here, and that's, anybody who's garden knows that weeding is a forever job in the summertime. And you can see on the back side here they are growing as well. This side they are slicing cucumbers, so we'll see how they do. See which ones climb better, which adhere better. Again, it's an experiment. I've never tried this before, but we're going to try this year, see if I can get a better result. Here is my potato patch, excuse me. And again, I use that Ruth Stout method where you just basically put the potatoes on the ground and cover them with hay. You can see all these plants that have come up through the hay now. I should probably get another coating of hay on them because the last thing you want is for the growing potatoes to be exposed to the sun, because then that'll ruin them. The potatoes start start photosynthesis and they turn green, and you can't do that. Then they get toxic and have a foul taste to them. So I also was told that a way to try to keep some of the critters out is you put a perimeter of onions around the outside of the potatoes. So you can see there are a few that are starting to come up through there. Never really done well with onions using this method, but I can't really do well with onions in this heavy clay soil anyhow, because they just don't have the expansion room in the ground. But as you can see, the potato plants are coming up pretty good. I still have a few bare spots. I'm hoping they'll come up a little later. I had two varieties that I bought, seed potatoes, Evas, and let's see, what was the other one? The yellow potato, Yukon Gold. And we'll see how they do. And then I had some leftover potatoes from last year and still in the burlap bag that had sprouted, so I just kind of threw them in to throw them in. So we'll see what we get out of them. They were smaller, and you can see some of the cucumbers now growing fairly well. I'm sure this rain we had today will help push them, and that's what we want. Now over here I planted 4 short rows of sweet corn, and then I saw I had some extra room, so I put another row in. It's going to be later than the others, but I had the room to do it, so I did it. This is Honey Select. Very good sweet corn. Good sized cobs, good flavor. Again, it's a lot later than I'd like it to be. A lot of people already have sweet corn in our area if they were able to plant early or normally, but I wasn't, so I'm behind, but we'll see how it goes. I got to get some of the weeds out of there. I did run the tiller through here earlier in the week and tried to clean out some of the rows, but you know, the weeds don't grow just between the rows, they grow in the middle of them. So I'm working on that too, so we'll see how it goes. I'll give an update like later in the summer when I'm starting to harvest things and so on, and you'll be able to see how things have gone with the garden this year. As you can see, here's one bean that already has a tendril up. Oh, that's got to be up a good 4 feet already from the ground. So it's coming. They're coming. They're just going to take a little while. And on this side, they're not growing as fast. Of course, I think I planted these about a week later than the other side, just because of how wet it was. But the tendrils are starting to grab a hold. Once they can get themselves up above all the weeds, they do pretty well. So sorry about the dog barking like that, but he's a dog. This year, I had already shown you the blueberries in a previous video, but this year the wild grapes look like they're going to be early, and they weren't really affected by the bad weather as much as usually wild crops aren't. So I might be harvesting the wild grapes, the fox grapes, maybe in a few weeks. The clusters around the field here, I've shown you this in the past where they were around the field here. They look like normal, and also my planted Concord grapevine that I have over in the yard is doing pretty well too, so we'll see how that goes. But that's the garden so far, and as more comes, I'll feature that, and when we get to harvesting, I'll feature that, and so on. The tomato crop won't be as big this year. We won't be doing as much sauce and things like that, juice, but we don't probably need as much. We still have some from last year, so hopefully it'll all work out. Peppers look good. We'll see what we can do with them, and we'll go from here. So thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting us. Please like, subscribe, hit the notifications bell. You know the drill. As we continue to make life out here in the country, living on a shoestring. Again, thanks a lot.